Good morning. Good morning, precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Monday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya. So her boobies popping out of here. Subscribe. Ooh, that's like that type of show. Fix it, Jesus. Look at some of the videos. Some of them you might see a boob pop. No, I'm just playing. You ain't gonna see no boobs pop out. I know, sorry to disappoint you, but none of the videos shows boobs. No. They just talk about parenting and how to keep your world intact and together. That's all we talk about here. So guys, today real simple. I'm gonna piggyback from Friday. I know some of y'all was expecting for me to talk about something else, and I was. I was gonna talk about those relationships just your kids have with one another, and the relationship they have with that baby that's been taken out, and how you might have to watch. You might have to watch that relationship. But today I'm gonna piggyback off of Friday. You know, Friday we talked about things that you can talk to your therapist about. Yeah, I think just we're gonna have a wardrobe malfunction. Let me try to set y'all up here somewhere. See if that'll help. That'll work. Is that better? Okay. All right. We don't want no oopsies. They're trying to get views that way. So guys, we're gonna piggyback off the past, present, and your future. Remember we talked Friday about you struggling when you talk to your therapist about that. Talking to your therapist about the struggles that you have about the baby being pulled out your life. So we touched on your past, your present, and your future. So I had a lot of people in my DMs asking me different questions that I ain't had no answers for. I know some of y'all think I'm perfect, and y'all think I know everything, and I don't. I'm learning something new every day. Yeah, I don't know everything, and I tell you, if it's something I don't know, I don't have a problem saying I don't know, and I can't help you. I have no problem saying that and admitting that to myself and whoever I'm talking to. So yeah, they was asking questions like, how do you even start the conversation? Hell, I don't know. Because I don't know what happened. I don't know what went on in your world and in your life that, I don't know. So I can't help you with that. You might be the type of person that might want to open up and lead with what's going on now. Your struggles with the present, and then take it back to what happened in the past. Or you might want to be the one to focus and start off leading with your future seems bleak now. You don't know what's going to happen. And you want to start and then bring it back to the future, or bring it back, start from the future and take it to the past and then talk about the present. Ain't no telling, so I can't tell you. You want to say good morning to my people? Good morning. Say good morning, coffee and conversation. So yeah, guys, so I couldn't really help them with that. Now what I can help you with, because I do what I can. I do what I can. I'm going to help you a little bit with, let's start with the past. One thing I will tell you, help you out a little bit going in, you can't change it. No. There ain't nothing you can do about that. Yeah. Whatever happened has already happened, and no matter how much you think about it, how long you ponder about it, no matter what, you can't change it. So just know that going in when you talk to your dad, that way whatever coping mechanisms that they give you or whatever therapeutic measures that they want to take to help you with that, just know going in, there's nothing you can do about it. Now, if you were the type of parent that abused and neglected that baby, and that's why that baby was taking out your life, hopefully you can find a way to get the help and the treatment that you need, for one, whatever resources you needed, for two, and then hopefully you'll be able to talk to that baby and get the forgiveness of that child for what you've done. And that would be one struggle I can see you probably dealing with. But once you do that, you should be good after that. And then if you're a parent that never abused or neglected your baby, you ain't never abused or neglected your baby. That baby's only taking out your life because your baby mama, your baby daddy is still hurt, bitter, mad, and using this baby as a pawn against you for personal reasons, that's something completely different. That's another thing. You can't be, you ain't had no control over that. You had no control. It was nothing you could have done in some cases. Now, in some cases, you could have did something. Like, I struggle, and I didn't admit this Friday, but I kind of struggle with the past. And it's not because I was abusive or neglected the baby. Nope, none of that. I struggle because there were signs that I totally overlooked. Yeah, that's where my struggle comes in at a little bit. I'm better now, and I'm okay now because, you know, at the end of the day, I should have never even had to deal with none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing you want to think about is the person that you had your child with using this baby against you to make your life a living hell to get back at you because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing they've done help. They can't get at you, and they know the baby is the only way to get at you. So that was the last thing that I was even thinking about. That was the last thing I was thinking about, was that I was going to war with some people that I wasn't even fighting with. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't even fighting with these people. So if you were in that situation where they was using the baby against you, you really couldn't do nothing. In my case, I could have. In my case, I could have stopped visitation. I know who wants to do that, right? What mother wants to intentionally stop their child from seeing their dad and having a relationship with their dad? What parent would intentionally do that? And why? Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. So that's the last thing I wanted to do. So I figured that even though they were doing this little trickery stuff, that anything that they did, I would be able to counteract it because I'm a good parent. Yeah, I let my ego get the best of me because it was a few times where I should have been able to, I could have done something. Yeah. When the baby was talking to me, when she had mentioned a couple things that she had repeated that were inappropriate, that right there let me know that somebody was having an inappropriate relationship with my baby. They were having an inappropriate conversation with her. And they were talking about me. And it was in a negative way. When she first said those couple things that she said, because it was a couple different occasions that she said those, said something, said, hey baby, and said something different, I could have stopped. I should have stopped her from going over there to him. Yeah. When I dropped her off and the grandma didn't speak to me, the days the grandma didn't speak to me, I should have kept going. Because that right there is lack of respect. Just, you don't even speak. I pull up to your house, you don't even speak to me. It was time she would just get up for no reason. Some days she didn't speak, some days she did. Those days she didn't speak, I could have been petty and just pulled off. I should have been petty and just pulled off. You won't be over here this weekend. Yeah. If I knew how they truly felt about me, then maybe it would have been different. But I thought we were good. That's why I say you gotta know where you stand with your baby mama and your baby daddy. What type of relationship do y'all have? Yeah, let me see. When he refused to communicate with me, I should have stopped her from going over there. Like when I would call and he would never answer, I would shoot a text, he would take too long to respond, type stuff. Yeah, communication, there was no communication whatsoever in all those years. I know, ain't that terrible? Can you imagine raising a child with somebody that you can't even talk to? They refuse to talk to you. So yeah, him refusing to talk to me, him refusing to meet with me should have been all reasons to keep that baby away from them. And then if I did choose to take her around, it should have been supervised visits. So that's why I struggle with the past, because I could have done something. I could have stopped it a long time ago, and I didn't. Yeah. So with the present, I will give you the heads up on the present. You got to fill the void. You got to fill the void of something that you love to replace that baby until that baby come back in your life. Because see, ain't no guarantee. I told y'all this in the beginning when we got started. Ain't no guarantee you're going to have a relationship with your baby. This might be what it is. I ain't seen my baby in almost 4 years. This might be what it is. This is your new reality. This is your present. This is what's going on. So you have to learn how to accept it right now as it stands. And then you have to fill the void. I said that part. And like, you might have to do some things different. Like, my children were a big part of my family business. They were a big part of what I was doing with the youth program, especially my daughters. Fix it, Jesus. They were a part of everything. So I had to redo everything for right now. Like, I had set my girls up to where they would be able to go out and get contracts. Now I had to rely on the franchise to get my contracts for me. Yeah. My social media platform and things of that nature, I was relying on them because they're young and they're out here. They know what's going on. So I was relying on them to get my page and stuff going and get my people. No, so I gotta do it myself. So I done found ways of how to purchase and promote myself and my show. It's taking a little longer. Yeah, I got couple hundred followers here. I got a couple thousand followers there. But if the girls was working like how I intended them to be working in the present right now, I would probably have my following base covered, because them being in two different age demographics, they would have been able to pull from that crowd on top of what I was doing, and all three of that together would give me the numbers that I would be looking for today. So I just had to do stuff a little different for the present. Yeah. The radio show, all that stuff. Yeah, just gotta do stuff different. Yeah. And then with the future, you can create that still. Going in. You can create a future that's hopeful. You can even create a future with thinking that you're gonna have a relationship with your baby. Yeah. You can pencil that in there. Pencil it in and put it to the side as a drawing that you can include in that after it happens. But until then, you can create a future that's happy and still just as abundant and happy as it would have been if that baby was in your life. It ain't gonna be the same. Yeah, because none of this easy. None of this easy. It's not even gonna be easy to talk to your therapist about this stuff. I know you're supposed to, and that's what you're there for, but just to even bring it up, it might draw so much emotion out of you to where it's hard to even talk about it. You gotta keep in mind, you lost a child. You didn't lose a child through death. Well, shit, this is just as bad. Just as bad. Because you lost a child. Fix it, Jesus. You don't see that baby. You don't talk to that baby. The mama or the daddy don't call you and tell you what's going on with your baby. You done lost the love and respect that baby had for you. That baby hates you. Can you imagine that? A child that you brought into the world that you did nothing to hates you. Don't want to be around you. Made that conscious decision and somebody backed it up with no real nothing. No evidence, no nothing. Yeah, you suffered a great loss. So it's not easy to talk about it. It's not easy. Sometimes you just want to forget about it and don't even want to, act like it ain't never happened and live in your fairy tale world. But nope, you got to face your reality. You got to face the reality. And the reality is that child can give less than a damn about you, regardless to what you've done for them. Period. I know that should never be. Never be. And it don't have to be. So if you pay attention to coffee and conversation, it won't be your reality. Yeah, if you listen to some of the videos, some of the stuff that I say, if it relates to you and your family, try it just to see. And if it works, hey, yay. You know what I'm saying? That's it. My job is done. So y'all, let's get coffee and conversation with your girl, Shakenya. I'm always talking. I'm so excited. This Monday. I got so much to do, so much stuff I plan to do today. Okay, guys, I'm out.